Southern California is facing a severe wildfire crisis. These fires are raging through our communities, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. Areas like Palisades and Eaton are experiencing significant destruction. The flames are spreading rapidly, fueled by dry conditions and strong winds. Firefighters are working tirelessly to contain the blazes, but the situation remains critical. The air is thick with smoke, making it difficult to breathe. The glow of the fires can be seen for miles, a constant reminder of the ongoing disaster. These wildfires are not just burning through forests and wildlands, they are impacting residential areas. Homes are being destroyed, forcing families to evacuate with little notice. The speed and intensity of these fires make it extremely challenging for residents to gather their belongings and flee to safety. The loss of property is heartbreaking, and the emotional toll on those affected is immeasurable. The situation is constantly evolving, and the full extent of the damage is still unknown. Emergency responders are working around the clock to assess the situation and provide aid to those in need. The priority now is the safety and well-being of residents in the affected areas. Evacuation orders are in place, and shelters have been set up to provide temporary housing for those who have lost their homes. The impact of these wildfires extends far beyond the immediate destruction. The smoke and ash from the fires are polluting the air, creating hazardous breathing conditions for residents in surrounding areas. This is particularly dangerous for children, the elderly, and individuals with respiratory problems. The fires are also disrupting daily life, causing road closures, power outages, and school cancellations. The entire region is feeling the impact of this disaster. Thousands of residents have been displaced from their homes, forced to seek refuge in shelters or with friends and family. Many have lost everything they own, their lives turned upside down in an instant. The emotional toll of this experience is profound. Families are grappling with the trauma of fleeing their homes, the uncertainty of their future, and the grief of losing precious belongings. The road to recovery will be long and challenging. The immediate needs of displaced residents are vast. They require food, water, shelter, clothing, and medical attention. Many are struggling to cope with the emotional stress and trauma of the experience. Children are particularly vulnerable, struggling to make sense of the chaos and loss. The outpouring of support from neighboring communities has been heartwarming, but the need for assistance remains immense. Many residents are facing the daunting task of rebuilding their lives from scratch. The loss of their homes and possessions represents a significant financial burden. They will need assistance with temporary housing, insurance claims, and the long process of rebuilding their homes. The emotional and psychological scars of this disaster will likely linger for years to come, requiring ongoing support and counseling. The wildfire crisis has exposed the vulnerability of our communities to the increasing threat of climate change. These fires are becoming more frequent and intense, fueled by hotter temperatures and prolonged droughts. We must address the root causes of climate change and invest in mitigation and adaptation measures to protect our communities from future disasters. In times of crisis, it's natural to want to help. However, it's crucial to ensure that our assistance is genuinely beneficial and not adding to the burden faced by relief organizations. While good intentions are always appreciated, physical donations, especially clothing, can often overwhelm aid groups. Sorting through and distributing unsolicited items diverts crucial resources away from essential tasks. Many organizations, including the YMCA in Pasadena, have had to request that people refrain from sending physical donations due to the overwhelming volume received. The most effective way to support those affected by the wildfires is through monetary donations to reputable organizations. Financial contributions provide these groups with the flexibility to purchase exactly what's needed, when and where it's needed most. This approach ensures that resources are used efficiently and effectively to address the evolving needs on the ground. It also supports the local economy by enabling the purchase of goods and services within the affected region. Several reputable organizations are accepting donations to support their relief efforts. The California Community Foundation's Wildfire Recovery Fund is actively involved in providing immediate and long-term assistance to those affected. The American Red Cross is another trusted organization working tirelessly to provide shelter, food, and emotional support to evacuees. The Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation is directly supporting our brave firefighters on the front lines. Consider making a financial contribution to one of these organizations to make a real difference. The need for support will extend far beyond the immediate aftermath of the fires. Rebuilding homes, businesses, and lives will be a long and arduous process. Organizations like Habitat for Humanity will play a crucial role in helping families get back on their feet by providing affordable housing solutions. The road to recovery will require ongoing support, both financial and emotional, to help individuals and communities heal and rebuild. Volunteer opportunities are abundant for those looking to contribute their time and skills. The Emergency Network. Los Angeles is coordinating volunteer efforts, connecting individuals with specific needs. LA Works is another organization focusing on providing housing, childcare, food, and other essential services to those affected. Visit californiansforall.k.gov, a clearinghouse for volunteer opportunities to find ways to get involved. Specific volunteer needs include fostering displaced pets, assisting local community groups, and supporting organizations involved in long-term recovery efforts. The Pasadena Humane Society is seeking temporary homes for animals displaced by the fires. Consider opening your heart and home to a furry friend in need. Joining the LAIT 911 Disaster Response and Recovery Team is another way to make a tangible difference. Reach out to local community groups or religious organizations to see how you can lend a helping hand. The wildfire crisis has tested the resilience of our communities, but it has also revealed the depth of our compassion and willingness to help one another. By working together, we can overcome this challenge and build a stronger, more resilient future for all. Let's continue to support those affected by the wildfires, both in the immediate future and in the long-term recovery process. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, makes a difference.